What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morse. We need to have a chat about Microsoft's latest innovation, which is called Copilot+, also including Copilot+PCs and a new feature called Recall. Now, over the last month, a lot has happened, so let me go ahead and catch you up with everything. This video is sponsored by Delete Me, so learn how you can lessen that data footprint online in just a few. Microsoft's newest partner PCs and laptops are considered AI-powered game changers. Now, Copilot is Microsoft's AI assistant. This lets you do tasks like text generation, perform common Windows tasks, and summarize information. Copilot+PCs are AI-focused machines. These laptops are supposed to integrate AI in a more fluid way that makes it natural to use, but of course, this also came with serious privacy concerns, even though these partner laptops and PCs already started shipping in June. Now, if this video piques your interest, I have a lot more about online security and privacy that you can watch on my channel. You can hit that subscribe button down below and join the 123,000 other people who have joined my channel by subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button so my videos start showing up on your YouTube feed, and keep an eye out for updates to this story because it's definitely not over. Subscribing is totally free, and it's also the easiest way to support my channel. And if you want to access some awesome perks and bonus content, then patreon.com/Shannon Morse is the best way to do that. And that gives you access to videos on demand. It gives you access to a Q&A live stream that I do, my Discord channel, and I also post early access to videos too. Okay, enter Recall. Recall is a feature of Copilot that takes automatic screenshots of your desktop every few seconds in the background without any explicit prompts or notifications. This feature is designed to tackle the everyday hassles and issues of finding things on your PC. Instead of digging through folders or emails, Recall helps you access information based on relationships and associations, similar to how our brains work. It's like having a photographic memory for your digital content on your computer. Now, while this sounds incredibly convenient, it's important to consider the privacy and data security aspects, as your personal information is indexed and stored locally on your device. Now, Microsoft explained that, quote, Recall will also enable you to open the snapshot in the original application in which it was created, and as Recall is refined over time, it will open the actual source document, the website or email, in a screenshot. Okay, so as soon as Recall was announced, myself as well as many others kind of had a gut feeling that something was a little off, something was a little bit wrong with this whole experience. The idea of an operating system screenshotting our desktop over and over in a way that was continuous and you might forget about is happening, let alone the storage of this data could be insecure. Well, I was a little hesitant, and apparently rightfully so. Now, before I tell you about the bypasses that hackers actually found with Recall, I wanted to give a shout out to my sponsor. Since I am always trying to be on the forefront of technology, I also work to be as anonymous as possible whenever I use applications and services. Data brokers, unfortunately, consistently give us a headache because they're always buying our personal data like your name, your physical home address, your phone number, and more. And they put this information on their websites, making it super easy and accessible to anybody who might want it. Luckily, Delete Me exists, and they work to delete this information off of hundreds of data broker sites on a quarterly basis, not just once, because you can delete your info off a data broker once. You can do all the manual opt-outs yourself, but that data broker will eventually repost it because they will keep on repurchasing your data without your consent. You have heard me explain the importance of privacy from a personal perspective, but this also concerns your family too, since family members can also show up on data brokers and their info, like their home address, their phone numbers, their full names, that info can lead to finding info on you. Delete Me offers family plans, which just got a ton of sweet upgrades earlier this year. These family plans make data broker deletion requests and opt-outs streamlined for your entire family, whether that's your spouse or your parents or whoever you want to add. Adding a family member is so easy to set up from your Delete Me dashboard, and once they are invited, they will have their own data sheet, which can also be tailored to their specific online footprint so that all those data removals are effective. Plus, Delete Me makes these data sheets private for each and every family member added, so they can be inaccessible to the main account owner. That's a really great way to respect the privacy of your family members while ensuring that they also get the same benefits from Delete Me. So if you're worried about where scammers and spammers keep on finding your phone number, or you need to take precautions to prevent stalking or scams, then Delete Me is a really, really wonderful product that I have recommended for years, long before they became a sponsor of this channel. And I have been a customer of, and I have paid my own money out of my own wallet to subscribe to their service because it is totally worth it for me and for everybody else in my family. Now you can use the code SNUBS, that's SNUBS, for 20% off and see how Delete Me can help you take your online privacy and that of your family to the next level. Hit up joindeleteme.com/Morse code and just choose how many people you want to protect and sign up today. Thank you so much to Delete Me for sponsoring this video and for being my personal privacy assistant online whenever I have needed it most. Okay, so recall. Yeah, the red flags were kind of obvious and there were concerns about data security because hackers or physical theft could expose sensitive information like your bank's login credentials with the stored captured data. Inadvertent data capture, like snapshots, could unintentionally capture sensitive information, like passwords that are exposed or private communications in DMs on your computer, which poses a significant risk. User consent and control. Although users do control and delete these snapshots at will, there is a serious concern about whether users fully understand the implications of this feature and if they truly have meaningful control or sharing consent over this data. Microsoft did say that the screenshots are stored locally, they're protected with BitLocker and encryption, and they are not sent to Microsoft for ad targeting, and they're only available to the person who signed in. Users could also prevent screenshots when using certain applications, but it does not cloak anything that your physical eyeballs could see on your computer. So it's kind of like your PC has this like Eye of Sauron that has the ability to see almost everything happening in Middle Earth, except Middle Earth in this case, is your computer. I am a part of the fellowship, okay? Now, because of the concerns, the UK watchdog, which is called the Information Commissioner's Office, made inquiries with Microsoft to better understand safeguards in place. But at this point, it was such a concerning topic, like what do ethical hackers do? Of course, what do? They build proof of concept hacks to prove a point. Researchers have already discovered that this feature, which is meant to make finding files easier, can be exploited by hackers to access your entire PC history. Now, initially, the only safeguard was that accessing Recall's data required administrator privileges. But now, security researcher James Forshaw has revealed that even this barrier can be easily bypassed. Forshaw demonstrated two techniques to access Recall data without needing admin privileges, essentially stripping away its security. One of those methods involves impersonating a Windows program to access restricted data, while the other simply rewrites access control lists, giving hackers full access to user-level privileges. Cool! Cybersecurity strategist Alex Hagana even built a tool called Total Recall, love the name, to show how easy it is for hackers to siphon off user history recorded by Recall. Forshaw and Hagana's new techniques mean hackers don't even need to escalate privileges, making it even easier to exploit. Now, this revelation left security experts concerned. Of course it did, describing Recall as a pre-installed spyware ready to be exploited. This happened right before the first Copilot+PCs were planned to ship last month. So with all the concerns around Recall, Microsoft finally decided to change its approach. Instead of releasing Recall to all the Copilot+ owners on June 18th like they were planning to, they are now rolling it out through the Windows Insider program first. This program lets very specific users test early versions of Windows updates and provide feedback. I might say their name wrong, but Pavan Davuluri, Microsoft's corporate vice president for Windows and devices, explained the shift in a blog post. Now, he said, quote, "We are adjusting the release model for Recall to leverage the expertise of the Windows Insider community to ensure the experience meets our high standards for quality and security. This decision is rooted in our commitment to providing a trusted, secure, and robust experience for all customers and to seek additional feedback prior to making the feature available to all Copilot+pc users. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. So what does this mean for you? Well, Microsoft still plans to release Recall to all the Copilot+ users soon, but nobody knows exactly when that will be. So here's my opinion. I am grateful that we have cybersecurity researchers who get those gut feelings about new technology and they immediately go into this reverse engineering mode and try to figure out if there's a way to get access to data by bypassing the security measures, which is exactly what happened here. Because that's exactly how a malicious actor would gain access to. Somebody's gonna think of that idea and that hypothesis and decide to act on it, and that's exactly how they would think. I don't think Recall is necessary. It seems like a convenient way to collect data and search, but in this case, it's a great example of sacrificing privacy for convenience. There's a huge reason why many banking and financial apps on your phone currently on this day do not allow screenshots by default. Like PayPal is one of those, on Android at least, and it's specifically to protect your data. So if this app is conveniently screenshotting your display, but it's not doing anything to censor sensitive data, then that's a reason for concern. I would not be miffed at all if Microsoft just decided to nix the whole Recall idea. I don't think that Copilot necessarily needs it to succeed, and we consumers have gotten pretty good at bookmarking and note-taking or manually screenshotting in order to remember things for later. Even if these options are not as intelligent, they certainly work, and they give users full control over what is being saved versus just everything. I can see an accessibility use case for it. Recall could definitely help for folks with memory loss issues, but even then, it should be crystal clear how and where this data is saved, and it should be secure. Is Recall something that you would use? Feel free to spill some tea down below. I would love to hear how you think. I would love to know your opinion on the subject, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.